Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to quickly show you how you can upload more email lists to your GoToWebinar using Integrately. So this is my GoToWebinar dashboard. Let's get started. Okay, so just follow me through this video and I bet you're going to learn something new today. So let's schedule at this point. So the idea behind this is I had a big challenge trying to get a video that could show me how to use maybe like a plugin or a third-party app to connect to my GoToWebinar so I can send out my webinar invitations to more of my email list or more people from my email list. And this method worked for me perfectly well, guys. All right. So without further ado, so you do all the basics, everything that you're supposed to do. Make sure that you check everything that you're supposed to do. If everything is done and is in perfect condition, okay, so my webinar is set. I can go back here to my dashboard to be sure that everything is working perfectly well. All right, so this is my upcoming webinar over here, so everything is working perfectly well. So once you're done with this part, you want to go back to this particular software. It's called Integrately. So once you create an account, it will bring you to this particular dashboard where you can create an automation. So this is how to automate, or this is how to create this particular automation. The first thing you want to do is click on new automation. Second thing that you want to do is to click on Google Sheets, and then you look for, once you click on Google Sheets, to ask you to connect one more account. So you type GoToWebinar. This account is free, so you can get a free account. You come all the way down to this part here where it says spreadsheet row is created in Google Sheets. You click on it, and then they say create registrant in GoToWebinar. You click on it too as well. Then you click on go. Now the system will automatically start the automation process. Now all you have to do is you need to create a new connection. Don't select from the old ones, just add a new connection. So I'm adding a new connection. It's automatically going to connect to the Google account that is on this particular browser. So I'll sign into the Google account. Now this is my business Google account. This is the one that's connected to this particular browser at the moment. All right, guys, so this is a pretty simple and straightforward approach, but just pay keen attention so that you can get the best out of this particular training. All right, so you click on it, and then of course to say this, and then you just click on continue. Once you click on continue, it will bring you to this part here, to bring you over to this part here. Okay, so you just say, before you say continue, you come back to this point here. Okay, so I've created a new Google Sheets, and then what I want to do now is let's go back here, and then we copy first name. So you have to make sure that you have your first name, last name, and email. Very important. It has to be properly arranged like this. So you can copy all of this guy over here. So from number 2. Now what I want to do now is to create a fresh, just copy 3 of these lines, just from number 1 to 3, and then create a new sheet. Come over here and paste your new sheet. Okay, then you go back to Integrately, and then you say continue. Then you pick on it. So what we're doing is test Integrately. That's the one we're working with. Test Integrately, and then you pick on that because it's already saved in your Google Sheets. So you come back to, you select the sheet inside of this particular one that you created. So sheet 2, which is the second one. So you click on it. All right, and then it will automatically connect this sheet to it. Voila, so awesome. So we're going to add a new connection, which is our GoToWebinar. So let's click on a new connection, sign into GoToWebinar. So make sure that GoToWebinar is signed into the same browser that your Integrately is signed into, so that the automation can work seamlessly. Very important, guys. Please make sure that your GoToWebinar is signed into the same browser that your Integrately account is signed into. Now you can continue. You now have to select the webinar that you want to connect your sheets to. So this particular one is the one I want to work with. Okay, so okay, and then all right, awesome. So it worked. Now you have to be once this particular screen pops up, just cancel it over here, and now your sheet has been created. Now, to be sure that it really works, okay, you come back here, you refresh this particular account, refresh your browser to be sure that it really works. Once you refresh your browser, you come back all the way to your Integrately. So I'm going to show you like the last process before you confirm that, oh, you know what, my automation has worked. So you come back here and then you turn on, you test and turn on, test and turn on. Voila! So this actually worked perfectly well. So your automation is working perfectly well now. So if you want to be sure, just go back to my automation. Just get back to your automation. You're going to see it over here. So this is it. You can also decide to rename it. So let me show you how you can quickly just rename this to whatever that you want. So I can say test Integrately. Okay, so I can save it as test Integrately so that I can always remember when I go back to my automations. I can always remember the one that I'm working on. Now that's not all. So the last part is you go back and copy all the emails that you want to add to this particular automation. All of the emails. I don't know how many emails that you have, but for the sake of this video, I'll just copy this particular emails over here, and then I'll paste them. Make sure you're pasting them at sheet 2, not sheet 1, sheet 2. So you just go back and then you paste it. Right? So I'm assuming this is all the emails that I have, and then I'll come back here and I'll refresh. Once I've done that, I'll come back here and refresh, and then you go back to your Gotowebinar, which is very important. And then what you're going to do here is to refresh to check if the automation have started. Now you can see that one person has registered. So this is going to keep happening every 15 minutes. The system is going to automatically add your contacts to this particular webinar over here. So you notice that when we created this was 0, now you see that people are joining the webinar from the automation. So you can see from here, if I refresh again, I'm sure that one more person should be added. This is going to happen until all of your contacts, okay, none has been added here, but this is just basically how to make this happen. If you want to run your automation, Gotowebinar and Integrately, this is the simple way that I've learned to do it, and it works perfectly well. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. To encourage me to keep making this kind of valuable content, like this video and also click on the follow button. See you in the next video.